and welcome to the Master of Unlocking podcast. I am Logan. Across from me is your county fair record holder, Jason.
Which record do you have?
Most ribbons.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What?
What?
Ribbons for what?
Exactly. And next to me is Caleb. Caleb is our 2017 third quarter employee of the month.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right, of course.
I did win that. That's correct.
Yep. Changed it up on you.
And what did you do?
I am here and I'm hosting the Master of Unlocking podcast.
That's enough of an achievement of
it really is. It's better than my pie ribbons.
Those ribbons are whatever you want them to be, sir.
You hold the record for most ribbons.
For fig puckering. Yes. Yep.
If you have that many ribbons, you have to have diversified a bit in your county fair exploits.
I was, before you said county fair, I was like searching video game like achievements and like pictures and like, wait, Gears of War ribbons. Like I was like searching any kind of game that had any kind of like like COD.
No.
Okay.
Nope, it's just your county fair ribbons. So it's been...
oh, God. Have you ever had a tenderloin sandwich at the county fair?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. This is good.
Funnel cake, elephant ear.
Yeah.
Now I just got real excited. That bad food that you get at those things.
A hot dog on a stick.
Yes.
Yes. Corn.
Yeah.
Just any sort of corn dog.
Yep.
Fried like Snickers and fried candy bars.
Those little mini donuts they have at the Illinois State Fair. Oh my God.
With like you can pick your powder that you want on
Yes.
it.
And they literally do like they butter it up and then they dust it right in front of you.
Can we go to the State Fair?
Just to get those?
Let's just go and eat a bunch of food.
I bet like Alabama or somebody like awesome is, headlining the State Fair.
Oh no, oh boy, we won't even get into what the State Fair nonsense. There actually is some sort of old country band that got banned because they have a Confederate flag. Yeah, we don't need to get into that here. Anyway, it's July. It's what do you call this? Like the summer dry spell of video games. Lull, yeah. Because we, as usual, we kind of go after the first quarter. Usually, you don't get much until the Saint Madden returns to bring us video games for the fall.
Some years it's worse than others. This year it's a little bit drier than it has been the past.
There's been a couple things though. I mean, technically Mortal Kombat came out after first quarter, and we've had
that was at this point though way back in April. Right?
Yeah, that was early April. Yeah, so it was late April, but
I can't remember.
We've had a couple of things come out. So kind of what have we been playing now that we're post E3? We've got a couple more months before some other stuff starts to come out. What's everybody been playing? Jason, you want to start or?
I've been playing a game.
Okay, you've been playing a game.
I've been finishing him or her quite a bit.
So still just stuck on Mortal Kombat
all the time.
Have you touched the story mode?
No.
You still haven't.
As Scorpion.
Okay.
All right.
A guy last night gave me a compliment, and I don't think he was trolling me. I think he was serious. He goes, "Hey, bro, good game. Best Scorp I've seen." And I was like,
"Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that."
Because I bet a lot of people play Scorpion.
Yeah, especially now that. So what happened was they did one like. They called it Combat League, which is like a season, I guess, what you would refer to like a season in like Apex or Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And so you get unlockables, mostly cosmetics. That's how that game works. Or finishes, stuff like that. So it's another way besides the crypt to get all of this stuff or towers. And so in this season, you kind of rank up I can't remember what it was like, combatant, warrior, something elder god as you go up. So I think there were 9 tiers and I did 3 and that was probably like around 25 masters. And then I noticed I was seeing more Scorpion. I was seeing more. Everybody wasn't experimenting, like everybody was bringing their main into Combat League, which was pretty cool, because then like it was every once in a while in a ranked match, especially if somebody thought they had me, they would start with another character and then they'd switch back to their main as I whip their ass. And in that, in Combat League, I never saw that. Everybody was maining their best characters. And I continue to improve at it, which has caused me to not play anything else. Because as I break through these barriers and I get better at it, it's been harder for me to put down. Because I put in the time, but also I'm enjoying it more because I'm understanding the complexities quite a bit more. And it's a slower paced MK game. It's slower paced for fighting games, but it's super balanced. It is super balanced, and there's always a counter for something. And it's usually the smarter. I mean, it sounds simple, but the smarter, better player always wins. Like when I'm impatient, I know I'm impatient, and I deserve to lose because I was impatient or I was frustrated.
I've been having a similar experience to that.
Really?
Yeah, with
on.
DOTA Underlords. So
I don't know what that is.
This is the Valve official version of Auto Chess.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like 6 different versions of Auto Chess now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that the Valve version is the best one because it's the most streamlined. It's the simplest. But a lot of the stuff you were just saying like really echoes with that. Like I feel like I'm understanding more every game that I play, mixing up the strategies a little bit depending on what's going on. Like just enjoying it more because I actually can keep up with, the meta and what's going on and stuff. But that game's been consuming me. I played a ton of that game.
Really?
Is that a mobile as well, or is it okay?
And it actually syncs between the two. It's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So if you're mid game and you need to get up and go to the bathroom or whatever, just pick up your phone. You can
And just
playing.
go take a poo and come back. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's
I like it a
impressive.
lot.
That's 21st century tech right there. I mean, that's playing Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam.
Right?
Yeah, so okay. So, yeah.
I will say one thing about Mortal Kombat. We'll obviously talk about it a lot because I feel so strongly about it, but I don't think I've felt this way probably competitively gaming wise since I would even say Halo 2.
Wow.
And that includes Halo 3, which I would, you know my history with that too. I played a lot of 3 as well. I might have even played more 3 than 2, but I feel more fondly about 2 because it was so novel at the time.
Well, and the ranking system was better in 2.
It was.
I feel like there was a level of that rank that it was something that you carried with you in that game.
Oh yeah. And you came into that room and everybody's like, right away you look at their numbers. And then you're like, oh, this guy's going to be a beast. And sure enough, like if they were a 50, they were a beast. Like it just, I don't know. Yeah. I'm getting more out of it than I have in an online game in a long time. And it reminds me of all the way back then, the thing that I felt so compelled by is it's different every time. Your tool set is the same, but it's always different. No fight ever goes down the same way.
Yep.
Because it's just two humans playing each other. Same way, like no FPS game, no deathmatch, no whatever ever goes the same way, the same exact way, even though your tool set is the same. And I'm finding that with Mortal Kombat, like I've got all these options and I really know how to play now. And if I use everything at my disposal, I've got a real shot at winning a match. I don't win them all, but I win the majority of them and I'm never out of one. I can't tell you the last time I got my ass handed to me. I never get my ass handed to me. It'll be close, but that never happens. And I just it's such a cool feeling, and I haven't had it in a long time because I've mostly just been playing narrative games. But now instead, I'm carving out the narrative time to spend on an online game.
You're not missing much though.
Yeah, that helps. I mean, that does help.
There's one other thing I know you've played since we last talked.
Oh, what?
Void Bastards.
Did we talk about that?
We have not talked about Void
We haven't
Bastards.
talked about Void Bastards?
No.
Void Bastards is great.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's so
I love
good.
it. Did you play any of it?
I played 2 hours of it and I couldn't get into it.
Oh, really? Okay.
You guys were talking about it so
no.
much and I was like,
That's
okay,
a
I'll give this
bummer.
a shot. And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I can't really say that there was anything that I didn't like. I was just like, this is fine. Like
Okay.
that was all.
If the loop doesn't hit you, then I think you might not be into
That's
it.
probably
but
enough time.
Yeah, that's enough time to experience a couple loops because it is just that game over and over
Right.
again.
I felt like I was trying not to die and maybe I should die. I don't know.
Yeah, because if you die, then you get a new character and they get different stuff.
Yeah, I think I spent like an hour and a half trying not to die, and then I died, and then I was like, oh, well, all this stuff carries with me.
And it's really not a big deal if you die because, like you said,
No.
everything carries with, and like you're really not that many that far away, especially once you get the upgrades to your ship. You're not that far away from just going right back to collecting a thing again.
Yeah.
So it's not super punishing that way, which I'm not a big fan of roguelikes, but this one's really forgiving. So
yeah, that's why I was worried about. And then it was like, oh, then I died. I'm like, this isn't that bad,
Right,
I guess. Then I kept going through it, but then I couldn't just. I was just like, next time I was like, I just don't really want to. Couldn't bring myself to go back to it.
I really like the music in that game a lot.
Yeah,
I know it's
good
repetitive, but it's just got a really nice feel to it. Its aesthetic is really nice, and that includes the music. I feel like that it's a nice package, and it's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what does it retail for? 20?
Oh, I have no idea. But
I think it's a really good. That's a good price point for someone who actually is paying for that game. Or I don't know the financial situation with games and Game Pass. That stuff is pretty well protected.
Who knows? Yeah.
But for what that game costs and what it offers players, I think is pretty interesting. It's pretty good. I really like the way that it reminds me of parts of BioShock.
Yeah.
I think that really is what works.
There's some
for
like
me.
actual developer lineage there, right?
Yeah, it's the System Shock side
System
of things.
Shock, right?
Right.
Okay.
And you're opening chests, you're hacking turrets, you're cycling through weapons, like you electrocute a guy and then you flip over to your main munition, and I'm really into that game. I like it. I like
Did you
it a
finish
lot.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, one cycle through. That's what at least why I stopped playing Mortal Kombat, to get all the way through, and then I was like, I'll play a few matches of Mortal Kombat, and then that's just like escalated into this spiral.
There's something I know that both you and I have been playing as well.
What's that?
Super Mario Maker 2.
That is true. I have been playing some Super Mario Maker 2.
Did you play any of the story mode?
I think about, where did I think I finished? I think I'm about 30% in story mode. So
I finished it. It's fine.
The only thing I want out of story mode at this point is the conditional finishes.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's really behind a lock in that game. So Jason, I don't know if you're familiar. So like,
I didn't know they locked stuff.
so that's the only thing that is locked. So as you're creating levels within Mario Maker 2, there are things that you can set up to be like, oh, well, you need to collect all 6 of the red coins in order to actually finish the level. But that's behind an unlock of the story mode. Otherwise, I think there's some things of like you have to have 30 coins to finish, or you what's some other things I think you have to.
There's a couple where you can't jump.
Yeah, they're like you can't jump, but I think that's behind an unlock in the story mode. But because I think that's the only ones that you start with is the coin thing, and then the other ones you unlock. Otherwise, every item is unlocked to start with. There's nothing that you can't make out of it. It's just the conditions.
Yeah.
But I've been having a good time with it. In all reality, is it just more Mario Maker? Yeah. They still suck at finding good actual levels. I think that's another problem, is finding you can't pull up a friends list. You still have to do the code thing.
Yeah.
It's bad for searching. But I've been able to, if you go on, like I've gone on a Reddit thread, found like top rated stuff on there, and been able to pull up some decent levels that way.
That stuff should be in the game.
It should be in the game. It is annoying that it's not there. But that it really, there needs a better way to, what was that? I guess you'd say curate that stuff, I guess is the word for it, to really bring the top stuff to the top and bring some innovative stuff in. And can you search for innovative stuff? I don't know if you saw the video going around yesterday of the Mario 1-1 level where it's all the fire things. Oh my God. That thing that gave me so much anxiety. I couldn't believe that.
So I played through the story, and then I was like, okay, now it's time to go I wanted to check out your level, the one that you made, that you posted.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, you need Nintendo Online now for this stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So then I just turned off the Switch and returned the game.
Oh yeah. I paid my $20 to have Switch Online for the year. Is it worth it? No. It's $20, so I just
I wasn't about to pay even the monthly. I wasn't about to pay to play some Mario. So instead, what I did was I turned on the SNES Classic and I played through Super Mario World.
Oh, that's completely fair.
Which I had never done before. So
You've never even played through Mario
I
World?
never played through any of the 2D Marios before that.
Wow. Well, I guess they were kind of just a little bit past when you were young. So yeah, that was for us. That was a thing that you have to play Mario and Mario World, and 2 and 3 and all the above. No, but yeah. So I think I've been having a good time with it. Is it It's not groundbreaking by any means. Been having it, my daughter and I have been playing it too. So she'll make a level and want me to finish it, and it's the most ungodly hard thing on earth because she just throws every enemy at you possible. But she showed me something that I didn't know. You can make thwomps go sideways.
Oh yeah.
And that I was like, whoa.
Well, I the only reason I knew that is because in Mario World there are thwomps that go sideways.
I just kind of didn't even think about it, and so the most recent level I created has a thing where you actually there's no way that you wouldn't think about it, but if until you do it the first time. But the only way to survive that section is you have to hop on a thwomp and ride it across a thing where you have to kill a bunch of enemies. There's just a ton of enemies, but so then when it gets to the edge of this wall, it just kills 50 enemies all at once by riding the swamp all the way over. So I've been able to create some just fun, dumb things like that. So I don't know, I'm having fun with the creation part of it. And
yeah, next time I'm at your place, I might have to try out some stuff.
Yeah, so you can actually create some of the levels and maybe try out.
Well, I don't really even care to create stuff. That's not what I'm into.
But I want to try out the created levels, pull out some of the top ones or whatever. I've got a couple that I've played that I were oh, these were really fun. So I saved them or whatever so that they're good to play. But at the same time, it's not. It's one that with it being on the Switch, a lot of times what I'll do with it is I'm going to watch something on TV and also play Mario.
Yeah,
that's kind of been what you've been using it for the most part. So, but other than that, yeah, Mario Maker 2. Yeah, it's fine.
Are you guys familiar with Kaizo Mario?
Yeah.
So, Caleb, I'm new to this, but what do we think? I guess what I'm asking is where's Mario Maker's place when it compares to all these Kaizo self-made ROM hacks for
there's that's
especially the SNES Mario.
That's the kind of one of the big frustrations for me, and well, not frustrations I guess, but one of the reasons that I've stayed away from the online stuff in Mario Maker is because that is the big thing with Mario Maker is everyone's just trying to find the levels or make levels that are impossible to finish, and I'm not into that at all. I don't know. That's just not the way I like to play video games.
Those are the ones, that get the attention. And I'll play one that's really hard just by some people that famous people, people that are creating those type of games. But other than that, I'd rather play one that's a little challenging but beatable.
Yeah.
I would rather play a Miyamoto style level because, well, those games are good. Yeah. So, obviously he's good at creating those type of things, but if I want to die I want to die a few times, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't want to die 1,000 times, and I don't want to just cakewalk through it either.
The reason why I ask is because when Mario Maker came out, I remember that they did a bunch of content for it at GDQ that year, and this year was all Kaizo stuff. Yeah. It was all ROM hacks. There weren't any Mario Maker 2 made anything. It was all ROM hack stuff because the tool set and the ROM hacks you can do all sorts of crazy stuff beyond Mario Maker, what Mario Maker offers. So it's interesting that Mario Maker was successful, but and I don't know. I'm honestly asking because I haven't played Mario Maker 2, but I'm curious how hard level players, are they going to Mario Maker 2 or are they just playing these Kaizo ROM hacks?
I think they might be going to Mario Maker for some of that stuff.
Okay.
But
there are only a few people I think that can develop and have the capabilities of making these games. So if they're done with the Kaizo stuff,
maybe the Kaizo stuff is those ROM hacks and stuff are better for that sort of thing. But Mario Maker is definitely easier to make a level like that. So
you're right. That presents the tool. So that's its place then. Yeah. Okay. As we walked through that, I wasn't really, I don't know. It was on my mind as I was watching these speed runs for AGDQ.
Yeah. What do you have on your list, Caleb?
Just a couple of things I'll mention really quick. Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation.
Whoa! You didn't call me?
Yeah,
hold on.
We'll need to capture some.
Yeah,
of
we're gonna
this.
need to. Yeah, we're gonna need to capture this.
This
You
is a-
didn't call me. You're supposed to immediately call
We have
Logan.
a long-standing tradition.
That's true. You guys have the creeper video
Yeah, right,
on
yeah.
the channel.
We have
that
three
gal
or four
gun.
of those. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a small problem with hentai.
You didn't call me?
We'll look at this at some point. It is.
I've never seen you genuinely hurt Logan's feelings until now.
This is a. It's
He
not.
bashed Kingdom Hearts, and I wasn't this upset.
This is technically not available in North America. But
Whoa.
Even better.
Saucy.
but it's super easy to get around that. It is a free to play game on PC only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where you go to Zack Island, which is the island where all,
course.
yep. And they have a bunch of volleyball tournaments. But you don't actually play volleyball.
No, you never
don't,
do.
You don't actually control the girls as they play.
No, you have
So
to
you
do
just-
little games on the beach and.
Nope, none of that.
No, none of that this
None
year?
of that. It's literally just you equip them with a special swimsuit
Okay.
and their skills and stuff, and then they go in and do it like you don't manage.
they
it.
go in.
They
and
just go do it.
They go and jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And then you can get other swimsuits to feed to your swimsuits so they get better.
So WWE Supercard
Pretty much
for
typical free to play game. It's got the energy bar. It's got all that stuff. It's bad. It's a bad game, but I've played way too much of it.
What is this called again?
Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation.
There's actually more volleyball in this than I think the last DOA Extreme Volleyball.
Yeah. But wait till you see the outfit that I just unlocked.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's not much of an outfit.
All right,
There's nothing there. It's
Let me, is there a photo mode?
yep.
Okay. Yep. All right.
And you can spend the currency to unlock poses and settings and stuff like that.
we need to look at this.
Yeah, I know, right? Yep. Yeah, we'll look at more to come in the form of a video.
Okay. Yes. Be sure to check out the channel.
What
YouTube
there's one thing that I want to show you, Jason,
Okay.
because I think you'd appreciate it. It's called Art School, with a Q instead of a CH. Art School.
Okay.
And it's basically like if you could. Do you know what vaporwave is?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
If vaporwave was an aesthetic, that's what this looks like.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Okay.
looking at it right now.
And it's very simple. You play as Froshman, who is yeah, right.
Right, okay.
It's his first day at art school, and the intro is. I put it down for best moment because it's incredible. We'll have to pull. I want to get your reaction when you hear it.
Okay.
We got to record that.
Art school. Okay.
But it's basically like it's more of a statement than it is a game. And I'm curious because you went to art school.
I did. I
So-
have my bachelor's in fine art.
So I am curious what your reaction to it is because it's basically like you're creating drawings and submitting them to an AI teacher and they're giving you kind of a random grade. And I think it's more of like a statement on how art school works than it is like a video game. But I'm curious to see what your reaction is to it. So we'll have to look at that at some point.
Okay.
Other than that, the only other thing I've been playing a ton of stuff because
I love it. Sorry, I love the color palette.
yeah.
Of it. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
But I don't want to go through all of it. But the only other thing that I really wanted to mention was Hotline Milwaukee. That
Which is a
Devolver
joke
bootleg.
turned into actual somewhat
It's-
mediocre up to good video game.
It's about an hour-ish long. There's like 20 some levels to it, like the same number of levels as there are in Hotline Miami.
but it's only an hour.
but it's only one floor per each level, so you're not going to multiple floors. But it's hilarious, and it really is just a bootleg version of Hotline.
And you can only
Miami.
run it on PC, right?
Yeah,
You think I could? I wonder if it's,
yeah, we could.
Well, I was
we could
gonna say,
find
I
a
was like,
way.
I wonder if I could even run it on my MacBook.
You might be able to. It's not much,
I'm sure it's not a graphic powerhouse.
The
Yeah.
best part of that for me was the first time there's dogs in a level, and there's how there's guns laying on the floor sometimes. The dog goes over and grabs a gun and starts shooting at you.
Amazing.
This is what happens in Milwaukee.
I just started cracking up laughing at that. But it's fun. I don't think anything else in that bootleg thing was very good. But Hotline Milwaukee is definitely the standout there. It's worth the $5 by itself.
Okay. I guess are you done?
Yeah,
well, there's one other thing that you and I played.
What's that?
My friend Pedro.
Yeah. I didn't like my friend Pedro. Did you?
My friend Pedro's okay.
Okay.
I had higher hopes for it. I think the way I'm playing it versus the way you played it might be better because I'm only playing it in small chunks.
I played it for like an hour and I was like, I'm not finding it like fun. The controls are just too clunky for me.
There are times where the controls are a little clunky. I've been playing it probably in more like 20-30 minute bursts.
Yeah, that might be the way to play that.
And I haven't finished it because I'm going to treat it as kind of the like, oh, hey, I'll play this game when I'm actually like on the road and traveling. So that's kind of how I would say I'm, where am I at? I'm like at a construction zone. So
I'm playing on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a
PC version.
Oh, PC, yeah. Which I don't own a PC powerful enough to play anything like that. So
that's true. Well, I was going to say, if you're playing on Switch, then that might be a good playing game on your way to PAX or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what I kind of like. I've been using it for as like hey, I'm taking the Switch with me somewhere and I can play it for just a little bit of time. But it's fine. It's not blowing my socks off, but by any means. But and then I think another game you said you tried out, but another Game Pass game, Supermarket Shriek.
Supermarket Shriek's fun for
about
a little while,
15 minutes,
and then it gets super hard.
It's really hard. Did you get past the first street?
Yeah,
and then after that first street, then it just goes to hell. It gets really hard.
So I was 3-starring everything in there. So I went back and did them all, and then I did that for about half of the second street. And then I hit a roadblock, and I'm like, I can't even finish this level in time, let alone
try to start it. Because the only way to unlock more levels to play is by having a certain amount of stars, which is kind of like, what's that game? The food game, Overcooked.
Overcooked. I mean, that's a typical. That's a mechanic in a ton of games.
Right. Yeah. Jason, did you ever try that out?
No, I downloaded it.
Okay.
And then I launched.
And then Mortal Kombat. And then it just.
Yeah.
Did you find the secret levels?
No.
Okay,
maybe we'll have to. You'll have to show me that. At some point.
I don't even know if I want to tell you what the secret levels are because they're pretty good. Like they're using the Supermarket Shriek mechanic for other video games. So that we'll have to pull that up.
Okay,
because they're not too hard to find. They're like in an alley. Okay. Like, and you just like go down the alley, and all of a sudden you just end up in a secret level.
Gotcha. Yeah,
it's super dumb, but yeah. And I think I only did the first two, so there must be more. But and then the other game that has encompassed way too much of my time that it shouldn't have is A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Oh, you didn't like it?
That game should have been about 5 hours shorter. That game should have been Hellblade. That game.
Okay.
It looks like Hellblade. It played like Hellblade, and then all of a sudden it was like, I want to be more. I want to have more action, and
the action parts are rough
because the mechanic of that rock thing, of your rock sling, is not good. It's too slow, and you literally have to be perfect. There are sections of that game where if you screw it up, you have to play it over again.
Dev on that?
Oof, good question.
Adobo?
I have no idea.
I don't know
take your word
who
for
that
it.
is. Okay.
I think it's Adobo Studios.
What did you think of the story?
I think...
And the characters.
Story, characters, all of that stuff was good. I just think that... For me, I think it was... They drug it out a little too long. I thought there was 10 chapters. There are 17. Because, boy, it could have ended after 10. And when I say it could have ended after 10, they could have cut chapters 5 through 11.
Do a little editing in there.
Yeah, and that's what I think hurt that game more. I actually really liked that game for the first 6 to 7 hours, and then the last 2 hours of that game, I wanted to throw my controller like no other. Like that. I haven't been that mad at a video game since trying to do all the flight controls in GTA 5. You were there for that one. That controller went through a wall.
He was so pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to hear. Maybe you need a little bit of time away from it.
Maybe.
Before you can
I
give
finished it
accurate-
last night.
Yeah. Maybe looking back on it, you'll remember the good parts instead of the bad. I'm hoping, because I really like that game.
Like I said, I do like the story of it. I think it was well told. I like the characters. But man, that last 2 hours of that game were just bad.
Now you can both appropriately arm yourselves for the end of the year now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go to your individual corners and collect your arms. And we'll revisit this later.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide because I thought, it was we had this discussion the last one. It was our last podcast. I think it was, oh yeah, like you should try A Plague Tale: Innocence. And then it was like, oh, Jason may not like it. And then after I played it, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Well, one, I don't know if I can drag him away from Scorpion.
True.
Two,
There's not much that could possibly do that. I don't know. I'm concerned.
Well,
I have a level of concern about the rest of the year.
The biggest thing for me was like you're the one of us that likes stealth games the most, probably. And
very stealthy.
It's very stealthy, but the stealth mechanics are not good. So I think it might be a little under you.
That is a correct analysis of my taste. I do get frustrated because I feel like that Kojima figured this out in like 96 with a non-DualShock 1 controller. Like somehow he figured out a way to like properly do stealth mechanics on a PlayStation 1 that long ago. And then there's just a whole lot of like bad Sam Fisher out there. I don't know if that's what this is or not, but like I feel like there are some games that are like you get the Sam Fisher crouch, not the roadie run, but the roadie walk.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And you just kind of crawl your way through levels,
And
like
it's not super clear on when you're going to get detected.
And somebody
not,
walks with a lantern or a light back
Yep.
and forth, and they're just dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
boy, this sounds very familiar. Yeah.
Well, that's but it's not. This isn't. Well, it is on the Adobo. You said maybe It is on the developer of these games to try to do better. Honestly, but I don't know. If we can do this like literally over 2 decades ago, like a masterclass in this kind of game, like we don't take those lessons, or
I get
we just
that,
keep
but
reskinning this stuff.
I think the main purpose of that game is to tell its story, and I think it's very successful at that. So I'm willing to overlook maybe the rougher gameplay elements of that, because that's why I go to games, is to experience stories. So,
And it does have a good story. That's for sure. It's Asobo Studios, not Adobo. Sorry. They are famously known for Connect Disneyland, Connect Rush, a Disney Pixar story, Toy Story 3, the video game.
hey, that was actually a good game.
Toy Story 3, the video game?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't play
Like
that one. Zoo
Yeah, I
Tycoon.
remember that one.
Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties, the video game.
Oh, okay.
And oddly enough, Recore.
Oh,
I saved that one for the last. Yeah.
yeah. Anything else? Because we got other business to.
There is some other business, yes, that Caleb must walk us through.
we have to do this tonight because
Do
I'm
you guys
so
want to
excited
break
about
before
this.
we go?
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah, let's
break
do the
before
big
we go
break.
to that. But we're going to go to break, and Caleb is going to have us do the video game draft.
Video games off season.
The video game's off season. We are in the off season.
Do you want me to? I'll read the intro.
Hey, will you
before the
tease
break.
this bit
How's
for
that?
the
tease
live
it.
audience?
Yeah,
Tease it
let's-
before we go to break.
This is not created by me. This is created by Twitter handles Rev Rye Bread and Regression, Riley and Regs,
And penis face.
and they have created the video games off season. In the not so distant future, the way games purchase licenses has changed. There's a new off season. Sorry, there is now an off season. Games platforms try to make their lineup as good as it can be and spend as little money as possible. They draft 2 new ideas every year and move around the IPs they already own. They cannot spend more than $120 million. It is up to you to figure out what a sensible and balanced roster looks like. You can make trades, negotiate for cheaper deals, or hold out until the market dries up to pick up franchises on the cheap. We will be portraying the roles of Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and we will be. This is like merging the NBA with video games, which is like perfect for us. So
I'm excited.
yeah.
I am too. All right, take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Caleb is going to walk us through our video game off season here, because I have no idea what we're doing here.
Okay, should I just read the rules page here?
Yes, go.
Actually, you want to
read
read the rules section? You're a better reader than me on air. Yeah.
You read good.
Me in like 6th grade reading something would be like No, I can't do that. Okay, so all right, so
that's the hard part is making sure you're next to the mic.
Right, yes, that is the hard part. Okay, so am I reading the rules? You already read the intro.
Yeah, I read the
okay.
intro.
So the rules. The person who hasn't played a new game in the longest goes first.
That's me.
That is
Scared
Captain
the crap out of
Captain Mortal Kombat over there. First, do a snake draft. Players pick. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so actually, we're gonna skip this. Right, well, let's do this part for our other part first.
Okay,
so we determined beforehand by a series of random rolls. Logan will be picking between Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. Jason will pick second, and I will get the third one, whichever is left over.
Okay, I'm going Microsoft.
Okay. I'm going to put an L there for you. Okay.
Okay.
Jason, would you like Nintendo or Sony?
Which one do you want?
You're gonna pick that one?
What does the market dictate?
Which one do I not want? Reverse psychology. I'm not saying.
I would like Sony.
Okay.
I figured how this actually kind of makes sense.
This does kind of make sense a little bit. Okay. All right. So now continue with the rules now.
Okay. So do a snake draft. Players pick from 1st to 5th, then 5th to 1st.
In our case, 1st to 3rd.
1st to 3rd. Okay.
First, yeah.
Each team drafts 2 IPs out of the draft pool, then play begins. On your turn, you can either negotiate a trade with another team or cut someone from your own squad and sign a new IP from the free agent pool. At no point can you exceed the overall cap of $120 million. There's no luxury tax here, right?
No luxury tax.
No luxury tax. All right. Unless you start over the cap, in which case every transaction you make has to decrease your total until you hit the $120 million cap. So how would you start over the cap?
If you draft ones that are high value.
Okay.
In your initial draft.
Oh, so you don't know the value in the initial?
No, you do. You do.
Okay, but you can go over in the initial draft.
You can go over in the initial, yeah.
Okay, so like if you pick like 2 properties that are like instance, way up there.
If you look at the sheet, I'm starting at 110 million. So, and the max salary cap is 120. So I'm going to go over to begin with.
Because you'll automatically have 2 that are over. Okay. All right, that makes sense. If you want to pay market rate for a free agent, you can just do that. If you want to pay less for a free agent, you announce that to the group. If no one wants to compete for the free agent, they're yours. If anyone does want to compete with you for your offer, you have a 1-round blind auction. Figure out how much you're willing to pay, then announce at the same time. If you and your opponent pick the same number, flip a coin to decide who gets the IP. Okay. The winner is determined by who can tell the most compelling story of your squad's progression through the NBA season and playoffs. Make bonus considerations for analogies to actual NBA players, coaches, GMs, and personalities.
We can take that one a little loosely because that might be really hard, but we'll see.
Oh, I mean, there's like so many duos in the NBA now. I think we can pull this off. Yeah, like it'd be like, oh yeah, I made the Westbrook to the Rockets trade.
Okay, so I know that might sound a little confusing, but it's really not. So, Jason, since you were the person that played the game, the newest game, the least recently, I guess we'll say it that way. You're going first. So on the original tab, are you in there? At the bottom right, there is a 2019 draft pool.
I see it.
Actually, I'm not going to go over the cap because these are all $5 million contracts. They are all minimum contracts, $5 million.
You can draft any game?
So you can draft any one of those that you want.
Any $5 million game?
Just the ones in the 2019 draft pool. It's down below the other ones. Do you see that?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So these are new IP essentially.
New IP. Okay. So
these are the rookies.
Well, of course, I'm going to take the Zion of this group. It's not even close.
Oh, what's that?
Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't blame you
All
there.
right, so go ahead and write that in. I don't know how we want to do this. Maybe
what
just
I'm not-
under your
That's what I'm not understanding.
Just like-
Then now where do we go?
here.
So you're going to, you'll type it into your $5 million slot.
Oh no, it goes here. That's what this is. Okay, so Logan, you're up next. So yeah, you get to pick.
Hold on, wait, let me interrupt. I'm here with Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077, how do you feel about this? Go. I want to thank Geralt for everything he's done for me. He was there when no one else was.
Hang on. LeBron is in the building. We're going to show him for a while. No more talking. LeBron is on the screen. Okay, back to you.
Geralt, thank you so much. You were there for me, man, when no one believed in me.
No joke. I was watching a Summer League game. It was a Bulls Summer League game. Zion was entering. This was before he got hurt, obviously. He was entering the building, so they showed him for a little while. LeBron was on the sideline, so they showed him. And at one point, while the game was going on, they did the side-by-side screen with Zion and LeBron. No game on the screen.
Summer League, baby.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Cyberpunk get on the floor right away and play. Hopefully he doesn't get a leg injury.
All right, Logan, did that give you enough time to decide?
Yes, I am going to take the Disney license.
Of course you are.
God.
All right, you want to type that in? I will strike it out here. All right, so now this is a snake draft, so I get both of my rookies here, right?
Right, yeah.
Let's see. Well, let's keep in mind who I am here. I'm Nintendo.
Right, and I stole your baby. Kids games.
Yeah. But, Nintendo needs to diversify a little bit, I think. So, maybe I should go with something a little darker. Or just something that has a lot of mass appeal. That could also be good. I'm not going to go Avengers because I feel like, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of buzz about that game.
Not at all.
That is okay. So Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds are on here, so I have to make sure.
All right, pick your right one.
You know what? I might go long term here. I'm gonna go Starfield.
Okay.
I'm thinking in the long term for this.
That was actually my other thought, but
and
We go live on the sideline to Todd Howard. Todd, sorry. Thank you. Moving on.
that's
I'm
what Todd had to
sorry.
say.
He just had to apologize for Fallout 76. That was all.
There's a lot of stuff on here I know I'm not gonna take.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I was like, oh boy, I don't want anything to do with that.
You know what? I might. Are people still into Harry Potter? I don't know if people are still into Harry Potter.
I think so.
Really?
Isn't that coming back in a different,
Well, it's part of
same universe, different story?
I think they're prequels now, but I don't think they're doing as well. What are they called? What is it called? It's got a name.
What are you talking about?
The Deathly. It's not. Oh shoot! What is it called?
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it is. I was like, I kept wanting to just say Deathly Hallows, and I'm like, no, that's the name of one of the books.
I might. Man, this is tough. I might regret this later, but I'm gonna go. Cartoon Network or Harry Potter are both decent choices. I'm gonna go Cartoon Network.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
We go to Meatwad. Meatwad, what do you think of the pick?
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Caleb. I've been waiting for this. And I'm so excited.
Why do we not have a good Aqua Teen game like that? That's a good license right there.
Hey man, see you later, right?
That was good.
That was a pretty good Meatwad, actually.
I wanted to do the neighbor. What's the neighbor? I can't remember. His name.
Carl.
But he's got that Jersey accent, and I can't do it.
You might just end up sounding offensive. So.
Right.
Right, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so it snakes back to me, right?
Yep.
I am going to go with my own personal winner of E3.
Remember that this is not you. This is
I
not
know.
a team for you. This is a team for everyone.
But I like. Okay, let's put it this way: out of everything else that's left, I think I just want this game because it has a semicolon, which means it could spawn into something else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay, even though we know nothing about Ghostwire Tokyo.
I want Ghostwire
Okay,
Tokyo.
all right. Leftovers the game. Coming at
The
you.
leftovers the game, yes.
Jason, back to you. With the 6th pick.
That's right. I'm back. My name is Andy House, and I'm here to pick, you guessed it, Elden Ring for me and all of my Sony fanboys out there. Thank you so much. I'm going to my other job. I can't remember where I went.
That actually really surprises me that you took Elden Ring.
It's
Me too. Jason, is that okay? No, it's not. Get out of here. I wouldn't have made that pick, but it was Andy House that did it.
Okay.
So
he's a big Game of Thrones fan, so Andy House.
Okay, so what we can do now, this is up to you guys. We can either just disregard all the rest of those, or they can just be added to the $5 million list. Either way.
Can they be added to can they just be added to the $5 million list for future reference? So now we are moving through the season, is that correct?
So now we're going to go to our actual, what would this be? This would be like, so we're going to, we've had the draft, now it's off-season time.
Okay, so we're in the summer.
We're in summer, yep.
So these are...
Did you put my...
I put Cyberpunk in there if you want to go ahead and put your other one.
Yeah, so essentially where we are right now is we're in the Summer League.
Yeah, we're seeing how Starfield and Ghostwire Tokyo are matched up. Starfield had a couple of rough games to start out with, but I think long term we're seeing some potential there.
I think so. Ghostwire is going to come out hot, but it probably doesn't have staying power over the years. So now I guess at this point, can we sign some free agents?
Yes.
We have
so now we
room?
still stay in the same order. This is not a free for all free agent period.
Can I cut somebody?
So yes. So right now, what you can do,
God.
you can do a couple of things. You can cut someone if you'd like.
Okay.
If you have cap room, you can just sign somebody. You don't have to cut somebody to sign somebody. There's no roster limit here.
But I only have 15 million though.
Yeah, well, you have 120 total.
But I only have 15 million of cap room, which means that I can only sign
can never
certain-
go over 120.
Right. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
even
have
if
to
it's temporarily, you can't do it.
So I'm gonna have to cut somebody if I want to roster a bigger person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm immediately cutting Crackdown.
Well, hang on. It's
Ah,
not
damn
your
it.
turn.
I thought it was.
It is Jason's turn.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Jason's turn.
Question about
so-
cuts.
Yeah,
When do I... How many cuts am I allowed to make per round?
one.
One cut per
You're
round.
one cut, one acquisition per round. Or
Okay.
you can do a trade. Or you can cut and not add. Or you can add and not cut. But no more than one thing per round.
I know what you're cutting right away.
Well, I mean, there's just...
Okay,
there
so
are like 3 games on my list that suck.
do you remember do you understand the free agent pool list?
They have a certain salary associated
Yes.
with each of them.
So if you want to, you can just sign them for that salary. You can just give them,
But my cap is 120.
your cap is 120. But if you don't want to give them the full value, that's fine. You just have to say, I would like to make a bid on whatever game it is. Then we do a silent auction for that team or for that pick.
Okay, you lost me there. Sorry.
So if you want to say, for instance, I want to sign, I'll go with the first one over here, which is World of Warcraft. I want to sign World of Warcraft, but I do not want to give it the full $30 million. Okay? So then that's all you have to say. And then we will have a silent auction for World of Warcraft. So I can bid on it. Logan can bid on it. You can bid on it. Whoever comes in highest gets that game.
And that is within all of our individual cap numbers.
Yes.
So currently,
I'm capped right now. I'm capped already.
Yes.
so you can't
I couldn't bid
you
because I
can't-
can't.
you can't participate
yep.
in the auction. And Logan and I have the equal amount of payroll that's free, right?
Correct. We both have 15 million free right now.
So all Logan can do is bid up to 15 million. So if you wanted something, I shouldn't give you hints.
Right. I get, yeah.
I would like to sign a free agent.
Okay.
I would like to sign The Witcher.
Okay.
And now, Caleb, who bids first in the silent auction?
No.
You both bid simultaneously in a
We
silent
bid
auction.
But if I don't want The Witcher,
Then you can say just have it, and then
I can say just have it. But
then he gets it for $5 million, so he gets it
Oh.
for the minimum at that point.
So we both put in our bid.
I thought you had to put.
Right.
I thought you had to. I thought you had to buy it for what it was worth. I thought you had to buy it for what it was worth.
You okay.
Oh, so
if you want it for sure.
If I want it for sure, then okay. So
That's
so
why
you
I was
can-
asking that
So you can
question.
get it for $5 million unless I want to contest.
yeah.
It's market value in this room.
Okay. I will not contest buying The Witcher.
Whoa. So you get The Witcher for $5 million.
Were you going to contest?
I can't. I'm capped.
Oh, you're
He's
capped.
capped.
Okay, hold on a minute. All right. I will contest The Witcher then.
Okay. So I will give you guys a countdown, and I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. And after I say go, actually, yes, I'm just gonna say 3, 2, 1. After I say 1, you guys both blurt out your bid.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
10.
15.
Okay. So you get it for 15.
That was, and I did that on purpose
Yes.
for that reason too,
Yeah.
because I have
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I have to raise it up.
Now I need to add that to the free agent pool though at its salary.
So you didn't drop anything. You just added that, right?
No, I had to drop a player.
Oh, who did you drop?
You didn't have to drop anybody because 15 puts you at the cap.
But I didn't have any available roster slots.
There's no max.
There's no
roster
max
slots.
roster
You can just
slots.
write it below or
Oh,
whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, so you're at your max salary right now. So you guys are both maxed out at your salary cap. It's my pick. No one can contest.
That's true.
I would like Grand Theft Auto for $5 million.
Goddamn Nintendo.
The exclusive rights for Grand Theft Auto are at Microsoft for $5 million.
Well, hang on a minute.
What?
Okay, yes, but now it's my turn, and I have back-to-back turns, right?
Yes. And I have.
What are you
Wait,
at?
wait. Can I cut at the same time?
Yeah, you can cut.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to cut Crackdown and add Grand Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto is going to replace Crackdown, which means that I have $100 million in salary and I'm $20 million under the cap.
Okay, good play.
That is what I'm going to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna cross this out on this list.
Yeah, cross off The Witcher and yeah.
Yeah, how much was Witcher originally?
Witcher was 30 originally.
Oh wow,
And yeah.
dang. Okay,
Yeah. So you now have the ability to choose a.
And just so everybody's up to date, I have cut Bloodborne because I didn't know that was an option. But I cut Bloodborne and rostered The Witcher.
okay. So you actually let's rewind then, because
Should we rewind?
You may want to contest his $5 million acquisition of Grand Theft Auto at this point. Then
We're okay. Yeah. So we can go back. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's do that then. Okay. So.
Because I would have done that, but I
Yeah.
didn't understand
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, all right. I would like to bid on Grand Theft Auto. You're going to contest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so-
I have a payroll now
Of 105 million, right?
so you can go up to 15.
Yeah. So then
No, I have 100. Oh, okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting my cap. That's my total.
your
payroll.
total payroll is your cap.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
okay.
your cap is 120. So you have 15 million left.
And so, Logan, do you want to put Grand Theft Auto out there?
Yes,
Do you
I
wanna
would
pick
like-
up Grand Theft Auto on waivers.
Yes, I would like to pick
So
up Grand Theft
Caleb,
Auto on
do
waivers.
the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
20.
I mean, yeah. That's what it was gonna be.
Mathematically,
Yeah.
it made the most sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Jason knew that he wasn't going to get it anyway. Okay,
Right.
That's a lot better than 5 for Grand Theft Auto. Otherwise, that would have been the steal.
That-
That kind of sucks because I can't contest yet. So.
Right.
Also, inside of the table is there. It's auto. It's doing the math for us, which makes me wonder if we're supposed to only have these 6 roster slots or not.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could do either way.
Did you see that? How it's doing the sum when you mess with that number?
Right. Yeah.
So are we only supposed to have those 6 roster
it's
slots?
not in the rules, so
It's
I guess
not?
that's up to us.
Well,
I don't care.
Here, how about we make up a rule? We just let's add 2 more slots
Okay.
to our draft signings.
And we'll just have to do the math.
Well, I think it'll automatically do it, or we can set it up. I mean, it's just Excel.
Right.
Here, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Logan, you're the
Yep,
you're the
go
Excel guy here, so.
Okay, so Caleb, you're up next.
Okay, in a highly controversial move here, since we have already had the ultimate version of this game, I'm cutting Super Smash. I mean, you can't have anything after the ultimate version anyway.
That's relief
right?
too there.
So I got to figure out what I want to acquire now. What's still left in that heavy hitters category? Red Dead like a high? I feel like maybe we won't have a Red Dead 3.
Potentially, yeah.
That
This is
Star
your
Wars
call, sir.
license is pretty tempting there.
You know, I when I bought that Disney license, I guess I thought that Disney license included Star Wars and everything that came with Disney.
Well, you know what? You should have read the rest of the stuff first. That's your fault.
Disney is Marvel and Star Wars. This is not they're not separate licenses.
You already had Avengers as a different category. So.
Yeah, well, that's a known property.
Oh, right. Now I need to add that back in. How much was that? That was 25. Okay. So I need to add that to the 25s. Just in case one of you guys wants to pick up.
Okay, so now we have
Smash.
2 available roster spots.
Okay, cool. I am going to pick up... Actually, let me see what you guys got here. Because I feel like you guys are sorely lacking on platformers. And I got 2 of them here.
Oh, I've got a platformer. Don't you act like I don't have a platformer.
Oh, right, you do.
I have Ori.
But do I want... And I need some heavy... Some one single player action here. I need like a story heavy game. Jason, what do you feel? How do you feel about a potential Mario for God of War swap?
Ooh. Miyamoto jumps to Sony. Biggest news out of Japan.
I feel like I need some darkness, and you need some
light,
some lightness, some whimsy in your lineup.
Jason doesn't like whimsy in his lineup.
This is not Jason's lineup.
Oh, that's true. This is Sony's lineup.
Since when?
This is Andy House's lineup.
And
apparently.
No, he got kicked out.
Okay.
Oh gosh, does that mean I have to like Phil Spencer this and like just get like something really random for no reason?
I like to counter that offer.
With?
I will give you The Last of Us for Mario.
Ooh.
Man.
I will not give you God of War.
Okay. Well, I kind of screwed up here anyway because I dropped a thing, so now my only option here is to pick up a thing. So let me come back to that as my second move. Let me get something else here first.
Wait a minute. I just noticed that in the 5 million category you can just get Peter Molyneux.
Okay, that's pretty great.
He's not working here.
No.
Not for Sony. Not while I'm here.
So I see in this 25 mil category, we have Final Fantasy 14 and then just the rest of Final Fantasy.
Which I find it, I guess I didn't realize Final Fantasy 14's value was 25 mil. That seems like...
I think that might be a little overvalued. But
yeah, it seems a little
what?
overvalued. I would maybe say 20 or 15, but...
I'm going to put in a bid here for the rest of Final Fantasy.
At 25 million?
I would not like to
Well,
pay
right.
20
Okay.
yeah.
You would not like to pay $25 million
Yeah.
for that.
Would either of you like to contest this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all three going. So who's going to do the countdown here?
I will. So I will do 3, 2, 1. Bleh. So this way, my number will come out as soon as after 1. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay. So it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, you guys get it. Okay, yeah, everybody good on their bids?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, 15.
Okay, what do we do in case of a tie? Did it say?
In case of a tie on a bid, winners determined by who until. Oh no! Wait. If no one wants to compete with either yours, if anyone
Flip a coin.
Okay, well, you need a 3-sided coin.
I have the random number generator up still, so
Random
I'll do
number
1
generator.
to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Logan 1, Caleb 2, Jason 3.
3. Jason gets it.
Jason gets Final Fantasy for $15 million. It isn't, which I mean, it's kind of already kind of been a Sony thing anyway. So
Yeah.
So that's that makes sense.
Okay.
Logically, this makes sense.
What? How? What?
Did you just delete something? Mm-hmm. What did you delete?
Well, you can't.
You can't cut anything yet
You
Why
can't
can't I cut
because it's not your
because it's not your turn to
actual
cut.
Oh, we have to wait till my turn.
Yeah, you're still at your cap right now,
it.
but you
Okay.
can't cut until it's your turn. Free agents you can bid on at any point in time, but okay. So
Let me see
Caleb,
what
you have
Jason's
one
at
more
here.
turn, right?
I do, and now I have 3 open roster spots. Jason, what do you think about giving up your recently acquired rest of my
And we have another trade request. It's a sign and trade. It's
Man, I don't know if it's for Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy worth Mario?
I don't know. That's your call, but boy, they're
You got
valued.
yourself a deal.
Man. Because Final Fantasy allows me to diversify a little bit more here.
Final Fantasy is also kind of equal to Fire Emblem.
No.
No, I want to mean not equal to, but like that same style, maybe. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Man, but giving up Mario is a little that's rough. But I still got Zelda, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it. You got a deal. Let's do that. Shrewd negotiator.
So
Shield with the chip.
Mario just got traded for the Final Fantasy license. Not new not old Final Fantasies, the rest of Final Fantasies.
Correct. Everything except for Final Fantasy 14 I just got.
That is okay, that's random as hell. All right. Jeez, it's my turn now? Okay. I didn't expect that to happen, so I'm not really sure where to go from here. I feel like I'm going to dump Sea of Thieves and maybe go for a lifestyle game. Where are you guys at money wise? All right.
I'm capped.
You're capped. Caleb's at 95.
Keep my payroll a little light here. Just so I can contest.
See, you have Starfield already.
I do. That's not really a lifestyle game.
Yeah, the unproven.
Well, I shouldn't say lifestyle game, but a game that
Starfield.
people are going to play for a lot of
Yeah,
hours.
okay.
like the game that's just
Are
gonna,
they?
the ongoing game.
How do you know
I
this
mean, you have
isn't?
It's supposed to be that style.
Are you sure this isn't a mobile game?
Well,
Have you seen it?
no one knows what Todd Howard's got going
I
on.
thought you were
back there.
Microsoft. Surely you've seen it.
Oh, well, Phil.
What do you know?
Okay, Phil was promised things with Fallout 76, and then they did not.
Sources
Okay.
say Fallout 76 comes short, Caleb.
I will probably not be picking up Fallout 76 as an IP. Just
Okay.
throwing that out there for you guys.
All right. That's,
I'm a horrible GM, just tipping my hat like that. But
yeah.
man,
I think that you've probably valued that correctly.
Okay. Let's see. If I dump Sea of Thieves. Oh boy. I can only cut one thing at a time.
Yeah, I was going
right?
to ask, is it one cut per round?
I think it's one cut per round.
Yeah, I
That
think
makes
it's as many
sense.
acquisitions as you want to make, but one cut.
One cut
Yeah.
per round. Okay.
So if you want to do like a bunch of 5s here, you could do that.
You know what? I'm going to cut I'm going to say goodbye to Gears.
Whoa.
I think Gears is at the end of its life cycle, and I'm done with Gears of War. Gears can go multi-platform for all I care.
Okay.
He's kind of making a lot of sense.
I mean, we've lost. I mean, Marcus and Dom, they're not even around anymore. No one even knows who this other person is. So I am going to bid on.
Making a lot of sense.
What would I?
25 is a lot for Gears.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a
rough
lot of money for
contract.
Gears.
I'm talking John Wall numbers over
yeah,
here.
we dumped John Wall, Carmelo Anthony, and everybody all rolled into one. Yeah, good reference. I would like to bid on. I'm trying to think of if I'm playing one of these big games right now. Am I playing League? Am I playing WoW? Am I playing Dota? StarCraft still.
Is Dota on here? I don't see Dota.
Dota 2 is in the 20 million category.
Oh, okay.
Man, I feel like I need one of those games though. EVE Online, that's still a thing, right?
Yes.
Where's Warframe? Is that even on here?
I don't see it anywhere.
Can I buy Warframe and we just have a bidding war for it? Just because it's not on the list?
I'm not going to contest Warframe.
Me neither. Go right ahead.
I can make as many acquisitions as I want right now, can I?
Yes, but that's your only write-in. I'm going to veto any other write-ins.
It's a pretty big game that should be on this list, right?
Well, I mean, there's lots of omissions if you start to think about it.
Right.
Siege isn't on there, and it's very Warframe-like in nature.
Yeah. Like the entire Rainbow Six thing isn't on here?
Yeah. And there's some aged properties that aren't gone, like some Ubisoft stuff that would make a bang later. This is a recency bias list. But I'm not trying to be critical because it is pretty robust. I would have forgot half this shit. So
right, yeah, that's
there's some stuff on here that I legit had to look up what it was.
That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Warframe. I'm gonna take that for 5 million. And that leaves me with 25 million left that I'm going to use on I would like to purchase oh crap. I thought about one, but I don't think that makes sense for me either. This is harder than I thought.
Yeah.
This is all, when you're really trying to diversify.
Yeah.
I would like NBA 2K.
Okay. I will not be contesting NBA 2K. How
Jason,
much is
would
it?
you like to?
I don't have any payroll.
It's 15.
I don't have any payroll.
Should I make him pay for it? Maybe. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know.
I'm in on this bidding.
You're in on the bidding now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Dave Griffin.
I would like NBA. Okay.
Jason, you want to give us
count
a
us down?
You want 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
15. Damn it.
I really didn't want it.
I should have went for just 10. I should have went for 10, but he got me on that one. All right.
I didn't want to go 10 and then have us tie.
That was what I was worried about. I was like,
it.
okay, so I am done now.
Why is it bolded?
I don't know. I think I can unbold it. I think it's that whole row is bolded.
Just that good of an acquisition.
It is. It was
that
super
important?
good.
All right, so it's Jason's up.
Yes, Jason's up.
Back to back.
And now you can cut and you can add as many as you want.
And you have back to back picks here too, because we're
Oh yes.
But I don't have any payroll,
No, so you would have to
so I
make
can't outright add anybody.
correct. So you
Right.
need to make cuts
Or trade.
trades.
You want Fire Emblem?
You want some Fire
Yeah,
Emblem?
would you like some fire?
You want some Donkey Kong?
Do you want to bring Sony back to its driving roots and buy Forza and rebrand it as Gran Turismo? You're just gonna buy Turn 10 Studios.
Yes, but for the sake of this, no. But yes. I would like to let other general managers in the market know that currently, we are shopping The Last of Us and Spider-Man right now.
Ooh.
They're available on the market. Do I have any offers for either of those properties?
Either of Fire Emblem or Donkey Kong or both.
Not a chance.
Sea of Thieves.
Nope.
That's what I figured. So you said Spider-Man and, what
And
was-
The Last of Us.
and The Last of Us. Oh
They're
boy.
both on the market.
Can I cut a rookie?
I
don't see
mean,
why not.
I don't
right?
see why they couldn't. I mean, why they?
I would part with Cartoon Network as well, if that's interesting at all.
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, come on, man.
Oh boy, I don't know.
I mean, Final Fantasy, Zelda, and Pokemon are they gotta stay on my team here.
I'm not surprised they got to stay on your team.
I understand.
Pokemon's on that bloated $30
Is
million
there-
contract, but he's
is there
still
anyone,
performing.
Is there anyone
so-
you would want? Propose a trade. If there's anything you see out there that we would be willing to make that trade for. Spider-Man and Last of Us.
I of course would have interest in Grand Theft Auto and Halo. I would
You would
entertain
you would
offers
entertain
including those players for sure.
If it's Halo, you would have to include both of those teams, though. You would have to include players. You would have to do Last of Us and Spider-Man, because otherwise that puts you over the payroll.
Correct.
So that's the only way you're getting Halo is. If
But
you
he can cut a team. You can cut.
No, not on a trade.
Oh, but he can't cut before a trade.
Correct.
Oh,
Why not?
You can only cut if you're adding.
So
I think.
only if you're signing a free agent you can cut.
We
You can't
could
cut during a
look at
trade?
the rules
cut
here.
your turn.
Yeah, so it says on your turn you can either negotiate a trade with another team or cut someone from your own squad and sign a new IP.
It's either or.
Okay.
I
I
would
don't know if I'm willing to give up either of those
Okay.
at this point.
I would do The Last of Us straight up for GTA, but I'd understand if you don't want to do that.
I don't think that The Last of Us has the legs that GTA does, and that's. I mean, I honestly think GTA is undervalued.
Yeah. Yeah.
At 20, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you didn't get it for 5.
that would have been a steal.
So I will propose this to you. The Last of Us and Elden Ring for Halo.
That's a 25 for 25 swap right there. So you would both be at the same payrolls.
As Phil Spencer, I don't think I can give up. You were willing to give up Mario, but I don't think I'm willing to give up the face of the
Chieftain?
the chief. I don't think I'm willing to give up the face of the console. When Mario was the face of Nintendo, you just
Yeah.
let him walk.
I mean, it's like a Zelda there.
Dumbass mustache. Stupid face.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's go to Sony!
No.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I can do that for Last of Us, and yeah,
I understand.
Yep.
Are you... Hello? I think he hung up on me,
I
Kevin.
think
Janine? Did he hang up on me?
Janine.
Okay. So knowing that, and I don't have any payroll right now, and there are a few moves I would still like to make. I am going to
If someone gets cut, they go back to the free agent pool, right?
I've been putting them back in.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
Yep.
And it's only. I can't make. Can I make as many cuts as I want, or
I
is
think
it
you can make
cut?
one cut, but then as many acquisitions as you want.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut Elden Ring.
Ooh.
It's not working out.
Ooh, already. Saw
From-
Summer League performance and didn't like it.
Wow.
From software.
Cut him a minimums contract guy too.
From software is not what we thought it was. We got in bed with the wrong partner, we believe, and we feel like it is. Wait, oops, got it. Hold on. A Mac. I feel like it is was overvalued. You know, you got to wear your mistakes as an organization.
Mm-hmm.
We whiffed on that one.
You have the same drafting prowess as the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, yeah, that you do. Hornets were bad. Are they the worst team in the East this year?
Oh, yeah, by far.
By far.
I blame him, Jeff.
Yeah.
Good player, not a good...
Somebody pointed this out on Reddit today. I saw their second best draft pick since 2002 when they came back as the Bobcats. Second best draft pick is Emeka Okafor. How horrible is that? And
like Ernie Grunfeld territory.
Wow.
And they have the highest average draft pick of all teams in the NBA.
Well, the problem is they keep just being like, yeah, we're gonna be like the 15th best team. Like they're never like the worst.
No, but that they have the highest average.
Right, so the
draft
average,
pick.
yeah, because everybody else bounces back and forth.
I will not be signing anyone.
Oh, you're just gonna drop outright. Okay,
Okay, all right.
I don't see any players.
keeping the cap.
Well, you
around.
also have another turn,
Yep, you do. This is your snake round.
because we're in a snake.
right? So you can drop another.
Sony has released Spider-Man today.
Ooh. Spider-Man on that 10 mil contract. That's a good contract too.
It's a good contract. Yeah, that's. Boy. So it's my turn now, right?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I forgot you haven't added
Yep,
anyone
you
yet.
can
Sorry.
add someone
Sorry.
now.
Sorry.
And you can go up to 15 now.
We have 15 million in cap space. As reported on Woj's timeline 5 minutes ago, Sony has acquired the exclusive rights to Resident Evil.
Ooh, okay. Is that just a flat out you're paying the
15 million.
You're just paying the 15, okay.
Wait. Oh, so you can buy it at market value?
Yeah, you can just
Okay,
buy
you
it
can
at
just
market
buy
value. You don't have to bid.
You don't have to bid on it. Okay, that's right. We've just had so many where we've had to bid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair though. Resident Evil's worth 15.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
That's a good
what
pick.
were we going to do? 1, 2, 3, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so that means it's my turn.
It is your turn.
I will be cutting Sea of Thieves.
What?
What?
What? I've heard that Sea of Thieves has actually turned into a
it's-
good game, but
Yeah, it's not.
That's our blind spot.
Yeah.
If you come out and you're not banging right out of the gate,
you're
woo
dead.
boy.
Yep.
For me, I was like, for that though, I was like, I bought Warframe to replace Sea of Thieves. That was the reason I bought Warframe. So I have 20 million left in my bucket there. And oh boy, what do I want to buy? There's a lot of good stuff in that 20 million range there. I like that the NFL license is in there, not Madden, just
Right,
the NFL
right.
license. Like to
Boom. Tough acting.
There's a lot of good stuff out here, man.
Yeah.
But like the question is, do I want some money left over, or do I want to just go?
How many rounds?
As many as we want.
Oh,
It's as many as we want. Okay,
I mean, I think they suggested 2, but I mean, we're gonna
we're
go past
already
that. Yeah.
kind of going past that. So I can just sign anybody for whatever I want, right? As long as I have the money.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to pay market price, you can just do it.
I would like to buy the BioShock rights.
Okay. So you're just paying market for it?
Yep, it is 10 million.
10 million. 10 million for BioShock's pretty good. That's a good contract.
Kind of what I thought. Okay.
So now
it is Caleb's
It's
turn.
me. I will be you know what? Fire Emblem may be popular to some people, but it's not on my list here. I'm cutting Fire Emblem. And then what I'm lacking here
Is
I don't have any
volume of games.
I don't have any esports. I need an esport, and I'm seeing that we got League, we got Fortnite over in the 30 mil. That's pretty pricey. I'm going down to the 25. Is there really anything in there? I already cut Smash. I guess that was my one. I don't really like that as an esport anyway. So I'm down to the 20s. Dota 2 is in there. I'm gonna sign Dota 2.
Dota
you know
2
what?
at 20 is.
I'm gonna place a bid for Dota 2. That's what I'm gonna do.
You have the cash to buy Dota 2.
Yes, but I'm still gonna place a bid for it.
So how this
What are you
works?
gonna do? Yeah, that's how. Yeah,
Oh,
you have
okay.
to put on your big boy pants and decide whether or not you want to try to pick him up and get cock block on the waiver, or if you're just gonna let him go.
Okay. All right. Are you? So.
Oh, are we going? We're doing this? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not
You're
gonna
not
let
just
you just
gonna
get
let me
away
have
with
it?
it. No,
Okay.
I'm not just gonna let you get away with it.
3, 2, 1.
10.
15.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You
You had
made
to
me
do it.
spend. That's okay, because I initially was just gonna buy it, so I saved. I saved.
You
5.
saved $5 million, and I had a plan. If I didn't, well, one, I think I only have 10 million available. So that was
Yeah.
Couldn't help it.
And yeah. I'm also gonna.
because you're on
Donkey Kong 64 is a great game and all.
that license. I don't know if it's worth
What-
much at this point.
Yeah, what I don't even really understand why it's 10 at this point. It should probably be 5 because
Yeah, that was overvalued. He was
he was, he's who would be a good comparison here? Somebody that
J.R. Smith got paid a lot of
he was-
money.
No, Dirk Nowitzki. I'm thinking
Mm.
he performed really well for a long time, but then at the end there he just wasn't himself.
Yeah, that could be. That's true.
You just got to cut him. Sorry,
he's
sorry, DK. Sorry, Dirk.
Had a good rookie start there. At a time when the when video games and tall Germans weren't really that popular, and then came into their prime with in the mid tier of the SNES and the 64 is.
So yeah, what am I missing here? What don't I have?
I wouldn't say I'm supposed to give you any help here, because then we have to come up with a compelling argument later about what we need, about why our console is better than the other.
Yeah, I think I don't have anything that's like, I don't have anything really dark. I need something dark. I'm gonna look in the bargain bin for something dark.
I had
I
had my eye on something very good in that dark area, but I feel like I'm also very good on my dark.
Yeah, I need like a horror game or something. Amnesia is tempting, but man, those games aren't really the big. They don't have the mass appeal. Whereas I feel like maybe I could reboot something here and get some. Yeah, I'm doing it, and I know I'm going to piss you guys off by doing it, but I'm going Silent Hill.
That was what.
And I'm just going to pay the 10 for it.
Yep. I own Ghostwire Tokyo, so I felt like I couldn't. I've thought about buying that 10 times.
It was between Silent Hill and Dead Space, and I think Silent Hill, like if you reboot that, has the bigger potential than a reboot of Dead Space. So that was my logic there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here too, and I'm not sure what it is I'm missing. I think I could really, really upset Jason here from the order of this. What's your cap at? You're at 100.
Me?
No, Caleb.
Caleb.
You are maxed out.
Yeah, I'm at full salary cap.
I don't know if that's the right pick for me, but I'm looking at the rest of my roster here, and I'm going. There's one thing I'm missing.
What are you missing? Walk us through your logic here.
I'm missing a fighter.
Yeah. Unless you want to spin off like a Halo fighter.
Super Halo fighter, Alpha EX2.
GTA Fighter. That could be cool. You got like,
Like no NBA
what are
2K
any of
fighter.
the GTA
No
characters? Oh my
NBA
God.
2K fighter is what we need. Can I do? Oh God! Can I? If I buy the Mortal Kombat license, can I merge the NBA 2K and Mortal Kombat license and have a legit NBA fighter with
you have crossover
fatalities?
potential here.
Okay, I think I'm gonna.
You buy Mortal Kombat?
Well, I can't buy Mortal Kombat. I have to put a bid in for it.
Oh, how much is it?
It is 20 million.
Okay, and you only have
10.
Oh, yeah, you have 10.
I have 10.
Now I have to decide
You have to decide if you want to contest that.
if I want to contest that.
Jason cannot.
Because I could
contest
just
that.
steal Mortal Kombat.
Yes, but that's up to you.
I don't really have a fighting game either.
You dropped your fighting game. So what happens if I bid on this free agent right now and we both go up against it? Do I lose my turn?
I don't know. Jason, what do you think?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so let me read. Flip a coin to decide who gets the IP. It doesn't say
I guess then you would just lose your turn.
I think I just lose my turn. So yeah, that
is that still what you want to do?
let me take one more look at this roster here. There's no damn Tekken on here, and I can't add any more games because I already did that once. Oh wait, PlayStation All Stars is at number 5. Is it 5 million? Hold on a minute.
Smash is out there, and you already know I don't want it, so you could bid on that.
Do I need an Evo game? Do I need that? I feel like it would be the one thing that like I'm missing from my lineup. All right, I'll do it. Mortal Kombat. I'm going to bid on it. Anyone want to challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on one sec. I'm trying to figure out what I want to bid. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
10.
Of course.
So,
yeah.
so now we random number
Random
generator.
number generator. You can be 1. I'll be 2. Ready?
Uh-huh.
It's a 1. You
Got it.
Yes.
You landed Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
Well,
I'm so
my-
excited to have NBA
My
death
only
matches.
my only plan with that was I was going to use it as trade bait for Jason.
It's a wise strategy.
It's not a, yeah. I was like, I've got some nice trade bait here too, but I don't know if I want to.
I should have just gone 15 because I think hypothetically, Jason, would you have done a God of War for Mortal Kombat swap? 15 for 20?
I'm gonna not answer that question.
No, because
Because you might try to do it right now.
there might be other offers that would be
sure.
that would come up that would color my.
Maybe I should have just done
Jason's turn now. So I assume this moves on until we determine that we are done.
Yeah, I
like
think
until
that's
each
the way we
team
should
determines
go.
that they
Yeah.
are done. So yeah, like you
Well-
don't have to make a move.
So, one question: since we added 2 roster slots, do we have to be at full roster before we
No.
finish?
No. You could say you're done right here if you want.
Yeah, so I think the roster slot was just that if you wanted to build a lineup that you essentially you wanted to throw out. I mean, you can be Duke and have 3 stars on your team, and then everybody else be terrible, or you can, have a wide variety of players and be. Trying to think of who's actually, you can be Gonzaga. Gonzaga runs out a solid squad every year.
Ooh, I think I know what my next move's going to be.
Me too.
It's a while before it gets back to me, though.
We're gonna release Horizon. This is not a surprise.
I'm surprised it made it this long, actually.
Really? Oh, I guess at 15, that's a little steep. Maybe.
We have freed up 15 million. Sorry, that's the number. We're
So you
using.
have, because you still have.
So if I wanted to acquire someone, just to when it comes to bidding wars, right? If I wanted to buy Metroid right now, we can't bid on Metroid because I can't afford Metroid.
We could bid on it.
That's where I'm having
We did that
Right.
for. We just did that with
a
Mortal
bit of a
Kombat.
disconnect.
Yeah, we just did that for Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Yeah, where I look at the number, but it's
Think of it like an NBA free agent. Like they come to you with a number, and you could just say, "Sure, we'll go with that," or you could say, "Well, nobody else wants you, so I'm offering you this much money."
okay.
Right. Like, yeah, they believe Carmelo Anthony believes his value is $30 million. I'm willing to offer you $2.
$2. Actually, you're gonna have to pay me. Melo.
Yeah, it's like this is just gonna be bad.
Okay. All right. I would like to make an offer. And so you guys can bid against if you would like, but I'm going to make Fortnite an offer.
Okay.
Would you guys like to bid against me?
I cannot bid against you. I am maxed out.
Yeah, I want to bid against you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when you guys are prepared, and I will count you down.
It's a 30 game, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
5.
Random number
Man,
generator gets you.
You're going cheap. Okay. I will be 1 and you can be 2. 2. You got it.
You got Fortnite. Jason gets Fortnite for $5 million. $5 million.
Closing that. That's some good value. You have your second turn, right? Or was that?
Yeah,
your second turn?
he still has.
The
Yeah.
snake pick again.
Yep. You're back to your snake pick. I feel like am I getting hosed out of this? Being in the middle?
No, because it takes forever for Jason and I to get a turn back.
Okay. Maybe that's the deal.
I haven't had a turn in 6 years.
Just trying to think of how many picks I'm actually getting here. I'm like, wait, I guess I am getting the picks.
I would like to... Oh, we need to delete Fortnite. I would like to offer you guys the ability to once again bid against me.
Okay.
I am going to make an offer to...
Don't do the one I'm looking at.
I'm going to make an offer to Doom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much is Doom?
Doom is... Its market value is 20.
Okay.
Correct. So that means... Okay, you guys let me know when you're ready, and I will
Doom
count you
might
down.
fit in pretty well on my team. Now that I'm looking at this.
Yes, it would.
I don't really have a shooter, do I? Okay. Yeah, I'm in. I'm bidding.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
3.
not.
Oh, you're not ready? Okay. Okay. I will stop the countdown.
Thank you. I want to look at the rest of the market.
Okay. Jason's looking at the rest of the market. I'm looking at my team. Current rosters for everyone. So Jason is Sony and has The Last of Us, God of War, Uncharted, Resident Evil, Mario, The Witcher, and Fortnite.
And Cyberpunk.
And Cyberpunk. Sorry, I forgot about the rookie Cyberpunk. I can't forget about the rookies. The rooks are out there putting in work in the summer. Yeah. Caleb has Nintendo. He has the rest of Final Fantasy, Zelda, Pokemon, Dota, Silent Hill, Starfield, and the Cartoon Network license. And I am Microsoft, and I have Halo, Warframe, Forza, BioShock, Ori, Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K, and Mortal Kombat, the Disney license, and Ghostwire Tokyo.
You have a lot of people.
I do. My roster is full.
I still have 3 open roster spots.
But I am maxed out at salary. Jason is at 110 of 120. Caleb is at 100 at 120, and I am at my max contract at a 120 of 120. Jason, are you
Pokemon's
ready?
killing my cap over here.
It is a banger, but that is the value. I know Halo is kind of hurting my value here too. So.
I'm ready for the bid.
Okay.
On Doom?
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. We are bidding on Doom in 3, 2, 1.
5.
Hey, I got Doom.
Take it.
Caleb takes Doom for 10 million.
Oh, I guess I should put that in there. All right.
Now so I haven't officially made a move. So does that still count as my turn?
So we just talked about that. Like if I lost out on Mortal Kombat, I would have lost my turn.
Okay.
Which is what?
That's fine.
Okay.
I just was clarifying.
Okay, so that makes it Logan's turn.
So that makes it my turn.
What will Microsoft do? Will Microsoft stand pat with the current roster? Or are you tinkering?
I think at this point, Microsoft is going to stand pat at their current roster.
Okay.
Caleb, you have 2 turns.
I would like to make a bid.
Okay.
I would like to make a bid on Street Fighter.
Okay. So you're making a bid on Street Fighter. Street Fighter is considered a 25 million game.
Correct.
Both of you have 10 million left in your salary.
Actually, hang on. Before I do that, you know what? I'm just not liking what I'm seeing in Summer League at a Cartoon Network. We're just going to cut Cartoon Network. But then we're going to bid on Street Fighter.
Okay, so you now have 105 million of 120, so you have 15 million available. Jason has 10 million available. You are going to make a bid on Street Fighter.
Unless Jason does not want to bid.
Jason does not want to bid. Jason does not want to bid.
So I just get it revived.
So Street Fighter is now 5 million to Caleb. And
dang, okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So Caleb, you have one more turn.
All right. So let's see. What am I missing here? I got RPGs covered. Like that's no problem. I got first person shooters. I got esports. I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm missing sports, I guess. What's still out there? You took NBA.
I did take NBA.
I guess FIFA's still out there.
FIFA. FIFA, the NFL license is out there.
Soccer breakdown in 3, 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a bid on FIFA. Jason, would you like to contest that bid?
No, thanks.
Okay. Then I will take FIFA for 5 mil, which is also a really good deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you are now at 115 million of your cap. You still have 1 roster slot available.
I have a 5 mil available there.
So we're maxed out. So this is it for roster slots. All right. So we got 9 roster slots, 7 and 2 rooks.
So are you still standing pat? Are you still?
I'm debating on the thing is like, okay, what am I gonna? I feel like I'd have to be at a trade at this point if I want anything else because I can't
I have a trade proposal for Logan.
Go ahead.
You can propose a trade at any time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to offer you some cap relief.
Okay.
With the transaction.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
I would like to trade you straight up Fortnite for GTA.
No. Ooh.
You don't want that cap relief, huh?
Okay. No, I do not believe
with that salary flexibility I'm giving you in return.
I don't think that's a legal trade. That's not a legal trade.
No,
I'm at 15, but then I take 20 and that maxes me.
So you would go down to 105 and then you
go
put
down to 100 with the release of Fortnite.
You would go down to 105.
No, I'm at 105
No,
right now.
look at the bottom number. You're at 110.
Sorry, team payroll messed me up.
Yeah, the team
payroll versus total payroll.
Got it.
Because you have to sign your rookies.
Because my rookies are on the second line.
If you want to drop Cyberpunk before you propose that trade, you could do that.
No, obviously not.
Mm-hmm. My Cartoon Network license is out there for 5 mil. I mean, that's.
I think FIFA is a little bit more worthwhile than the Cartoon Network license.
A little bit, just a little bit more. I mean, that's the old the crafty veteran FIFA. I kept going in on that veteran minimum.
This is where I think maybe 5 people would have been good for this because I feel like all of our teams are pretty stacked right now. If 5, I think it'd be a little more spread out.
Yeah, it's Because I'm even with my roster slots, that's where I'm. I mean, the only thing I could do right now is drop one of my rookies and try to get something big because you guys are close to maxed out too.
Right.
And that's because that's what you guys have been able to do on your last couple of turns.
Yep.
Is pick up some big guys. But you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and stand pat here. I'm feeling pretty good about my roster at this point.
Okay. So we go back to Jason. I'm trying to figure out what's the glue guy. I'm trying to find out what my glue guy is.
I may have screwed up, but
Who's my Otto Porter Jr.?
Yeah, I think I might have screwed up something there.
Why?
Well, just because of where we are, I think I maybe could have.
Oh, you mean okay? I thought you meant like
I could have
literally like you calculated stuff wrong or something.
No.
Okay.
I just like I probably could have got rid of somebody and picked up somebody on the cheap and not really been a big deal. Then again, maybe not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm like the RPG capital of the world right now.
You are? Yeah, you got
Final Fantasy, Zelda, Pokemon, and Starfield.
Yeah, you got a lot of RPGs over there. You know what? But then Nintendo, that's kind of their thing. They carry a lot of RPGs.
What'd you just cut?
We're just workshopping. Right?
Oh, okay.
Just workshopping some stuff over there. Not really. I'm trying to see what he cut. I don't remember what he cut. Last of Us, God of War. Uncharted. Uncharted was what got cut.
Oh, okay.
That was 15?
He's poking around with Uncharted.
I'm going to sign a free agent.
Okay.
Would anyone like to bid for...
How do you win this, by the way?
Red Dead Redemption?
I mean,
Okay.
Would anyone like to bid against me for Red Dead Redemption?
I don't want to bid.
I cannot bid.
So you get it.
Red Dead Redemption.
5 million.
You have one more turn. Dang, you got a lot of cap space left too.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're getting into this
Yeah.
because the thing is I can now decide if I want to cut something crazy and buy something crazy too. But roster spots is what's killing me.
Oh, it is. Sorry, this is Dota 2, not just Dota.
Meh.
Yeah, I'm just... Man,
all right. I'm going to sign League. Would anyone like to bid against me?
I already have Dota, so you can have League.
Logan can't bid.
I can't bid, and I have Warframe, so.
Logan, you staying?
Boy, that's the question of the decade. Am I gonna stay on this or not? Jason's at 105 million. I am going to
Metal Gear.
I know, right? Metal Gear.
There's one on here I'm surprised you didn't snatch up at some point.
I have the Disney license.
But you do not have the Kingdom Hearts license.
God damn it. I don't have an RPG.
You want to trade?
But I'm trying to decide what to trade.
I got 2 roster spots, and I got that big juicy Pokemon right there.
Look at that delicious Pokemon.
Do I want anything on your team? Is the question.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm gonna drop Ori.
Okay.
That pains me to say. And I would like to place a bid on Persona.
Ooh. I'm not going to contest that.
Jason, would you like to contest?
For Persona?
Can you contest? Yeah, you can contest, yes.
I don't have any roster slots, though.
Yes, you do have one. You have a rookie slot.
Below Cyberpunk there. Contemplation.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm a shapeshifter. What else would I be?
See, I know, exactly.
At Paul's Masquerade.
Is that what it says
No,
afterwards?
but that's
Oh,
what I
man.
hear every time.
At Paul's Masquerade. Oh, yeah. That was, wow, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure.
Paul's Masquerade.
What a great place Paul's Masquerade must be. I want to go there.
It's something Masquerade. I mean, it might as well just be Paul's.
Can I just draft the music? I don't want the game. Just want the
Right.
music.
You guys
All right.
got your bids?
All right. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
5.
10.
Jason gets Persona.
I get nothing.
You'll get nothing. I'm like,
You get an open roster
I
spot.
have an open roster spot. That's true.
Are we gonna see some last second trading here for
So Jason's out of roster spots. I have a roster spot. We're all at 115 million. So Caleb, you're up. Or wait, Jason's up, right?
No, that was your turn.
Right, but who's up after?
Me.
It's you. Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember who went before.
The only thing I don't really have that I can think of is I don't really have an MMO. I could take Final Fantasy 14, which has been getting a lot of good press lately. But the legs on it, I guess. Because do you think the Star Wars license would include Star Wars MMOs?
Like KOTOR?
Yeah.
The Disney license should encompass all the damn Star Wars games.
Maybe because I don't really want to go World of Warcraft. So yeah, I want to put in a bid for the Star Wars license. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Would either of you like to contest that?
Shit.
I don't have a roster spot.
I have a roster spot.
Which means I
right.
can't, right?
Yeah,
And you and I only have 5 million left, which
Right.
means that it's just
it
a
would be a
coin
coin
toss.
toss if you want to contest it.
Want it or not?
Jason, I don't think it was Persona 5. I think it was just Persona.
Oh, sure. That's right.
Yeah, it would just be the Persona genre, which you could re-release 5 on the Switch because no one else seems to want to do that.
You got it.
Coming from Sony,
Yeah.
releasing stuff on the Switch.
Hey, sometimes you got to license that stuff
Hey,
out.
we could work something out here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Good.
got you.
All right. Because KOTOR would fall in that group, I would like to contest.
Okay. So let's just do the random number
Because
generator.
we can't even do the 5. Yeah, I mean,
So you're 1 and I'm 2.
mm-hmm.
To 2.
2. All right, Caleb gets the Star Wars license,
And I'm standing there.
and you're staying right there. Okay.
I like my team.
All right, which means that I'm up with, and no one can contest anything
Right.
at this point.
Right.
So I can just buy whatever RPG I want for $5 million.
Correct.
Let me see. What
Unless you want to trade.
I could trade. That's always true. I can trade. I'm trying to look and see what. Can I buy the WWE license and make an RPG out of it?
Your dream game.
This could be a thing. Like, I mean, imagine what you could do with that thing in an RPG. I mean, in all reality, that's supposed to be how the show works, but it just doesn't. It sucks. What the hell is Total War Warhammer? Like, I don't even know what those games are.
Total War or
Yeah,
Warhammer?
Well, aren't they the same thing?
No.
I don't even know.
There is a Total War Warhammer, but those are two different properties. Total War are like the real-time strategy games, and Warhammer is like a crap ton of games, like all genres.
Gotcha. Trying to think of a good RPG that I should get.
Here, I'll help you out.
Yeah, you should.
Mass Effect is probably
Mass
not
Effect is
the way to
dead.
go.
You wouldn't touch that, right?
The Fallout's still out there.
That's-
Elder Scrolls is still out
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to buy the Elder Scrolls for
there.
$5.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
There you go. The Elder Scrolls. All right.
All right.
All right. I feel good about where I'm at.
Yeah. me too.
Jason, would you like to propose any other trades, make any other cuts and ads? What are you feeling?
Yeah, because neither of us can really do anything, so you have kind of...
Yeah, we're both maxed out, so you can kind of have the run of the show.
Maybe that's why they say 2 turns, is so that this doesn't happen, where you're just like, well, we can't really do anything, so...
Right, maybe. This can be our thing. He goes back to 3-2-1 and doesn't get the second turn, because that would mean that then we're starting another round.
Yeah.
So this is, we'll just be the last round. So this can be your last round. Your
So
last
will
pick.
I start this last round?
So you're finishing the round because
Finish
you
the
were
round,
1, 2,
and I will
3,
begin the
and
next
then
one.
no. So
It would be the other way. I would have to end it if we're doing it that way.
no, because we're
I had
going
the third
backwards on the
pick.
snake. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Right. So this is Caleb went 3, I went 2, and now you're the 1. So you're the end of the.
And this is the final round
Final-
we're in.
Right.
We're at the
Correct.
end of
Yeah.
the
So you have one more round. You have one more pick.
pick
Yeah.
and
Right.
no more rounds.
Yes,
Right, correct. Whether even if you don't want to do anything, because you can decide to stand pat.
Well,
Because every roster slot's full for you. You can only cut one.
we're going to cut Persona.
Seriously.
What?
And we're going to sign Half-Life. No, we might sign it. We're going to sign WoW.
You can sign whoever.
We're going to sign WoW.
Okay.
World of Warcraft. You're just gonna give him the 15 mil contract just because?
You get a $5 million contract, and he comes in.
What if Red Dead sprains its ankle?
Oh, okay. You want that?
You're going to need to buy that free
I'm gonna
agent.
need 10 million at least.
There are a lot of good free agents available.
There's still. You could pick up Marquise Chris right now. He's out there.
Who is the Marquise Chris of video games? Watch
Somebody-
Dogs?
Somebody in. I think Dragon Bender's out there still too.
Oh, he's more like a Fable type
Oh, I
player,
know,
I
yeah.
think.
He's a 7-footer.
Yeah, okay. So
He's 21 years old. He's
maybe
still
more
young.
like a Spyro then?
Oh, I was gonna go something a little newer than that, but maybe he's like an
All right.
Undertale. I don't know.
So to recap,
Yeah.
we'll just do our own teams. I had all of Final Fantasy except Final Fantasy 14, Zelda, Pokemon, Dota 2, Silent Hill, Doom, Street Fighter, FIFA, Starfield, and the Star Wars license.
Okay. I, as Microsoft, have Halo, Warframe, Forza, Bioshock, The Elder Scrolls, Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K, Mortal Kombat, the Disney license, and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Hi, Jason here. I have, in no particular order, The Last of Us, God of War, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, Mario, The Witcher, Fortnite, League, Cyberpunk, and World of Warcraft.
I don't know how we decide a winner. It says to do a story comparing yourself to NBA players, but
I can do that.
I feel like that's really hard. Really hard.
I have Halo. Halo is the LeBron James.
But are you going to be able to fit all of this on the same team? So who's your Anthony Davis?
Forza.
Okay. And then who else do the Lakers have?
Well,
And also, yes, I agree with Jason's eye roll on Forza being Anthony Davis.
okay, if I'm looking at the rest of my team, I don't know.
appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
I do.
So no, the reason why
really a lot of hustle.
okay, no, so Forza. Well, I was going to try to come up with a good. I was trying to think of it. I was trying to think like it's always there, but yet it's always hurt. Like it's like it does good when it's there, but when it doesn't, it's never there. But I don't have that. I don't think I have that game on my list. I'm not saying you have to compare everything to the whatever team they're on. Well, you can compare a game to a player. It doesn't always have to be that. Oh, this is the Lakers. But we just drafted our own team.
Right, but this is your team.
All right.
Not like a combination of everybody else's team. That's why I think this is hard.
Yeah, I think we should have maybe capped it at like one round, maybe or two rounds. That would have been better because then we could have been like, oh yeah, this is my role player. This is
Sure. Yeah, we're beyond.
Been more strategic.
I think we're beyond the we're beyond the NBA comparisons.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 all-star teams basically.
Very much so.
Yeah, they're all really stacked.
But if you were going to buy a console,
let's let the listeners decide.
Yeah, that would mean we have to get some feedback.
Okay, please tell us who won.
Who won? I will give my reasoning. I feel like I have a game from every genre. I have, my first-person shooter. I've got Halo. I've also got BioShock in there. That's got more of a story-driven game.
You're hanging on to that $25 million contract for Halo. That's an interesting move.
It was my veteran contract that I got stuck with. Like it, he's got that 10-year Supermax.
But you had offers on that, and you didn't take them.
It's because the offers weren't anything that I could. I didn't feel like I could do anything with them at the time.
It was. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was tough to keep that one, but I feel like there's still a little bit left in the tank in Halo.
I think you had some good moves. I think there are maybe some moves that you reached a little bit on.
What move did I reach on?
The Ghostwire Tokyo pick is pretty interesting. Who's a good comparison to that? That would be like Bruno Caboclo is my NBA example for Ghostwire Tokyo. The guy that everyone saw just like the same 30 seconds of highlights of, and they were like, "Whoa, this guy could be really good," but nobody really saw anything else. And then he was drafted really high. And then never really did anything.
Could be. Or he could be, I don't know. It could be a thing where it's like...
Remember when people were calling him the Brazilian Kevin Durant?
Barely.
There we go. There's my...
Or, Ghostwire Tokyo could be the next Kevin Durant, where it becomes Ghostwire Tokyo, then Ghostwire Oklahoma City, then Ghostwire San Francisco, and Ghostwire Brooklyn. That's where I'm foreseeing my Ghostwire going, is that there could be multiple Ghostwires.
I think the move of the night was Jason drafting Final Fantasy and getting that up from underneath me, and then I panicked and traded him Mario for it. Hats off. That was a brilliant GM move.
And then also Jason outbidding me for Persona and then immediately cutting it.
He's just a cutthroat
GM over here. We got. I'm trying to think of a GM I could compare you to, but
I'm doing some research right now, and I'm really not, because there's no time to put this together right now. So the advocating I will do for my team is this. In the simplest terms, I have the most high tier free agents out of all of us. So I have, from the highest tier free agent pool, I have Red Dead, The Witcher, Fortnite, League, and WoW. I grabbed 5 of the, I think it was like maybe 10. Well, I don't know how many were on there.
So you're the Los Angeles Lakers with Karl Malone and Gary Payton.
Or Nash and Dwight Howard and Powell and Kobe. And then also, I bet if we researched it, I have the highest aggregate Metacritic out of all these teams, and I bet it wouldn't even be close.
That may be true.
And then on top of that, I think I also have the highest grossing sales.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
When you combine all of them together.
I mean, I have all of Final Fantasy.
Well, and so that's the trouble, is like that's based on potential sales. So everything I'm arguing for is proven commodity.
Well, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like Final Fantasy 1 through 15 and all the spin-offs, like, they sold a boatload of copies.
I believe you. But I would put that against every Mario game ever made.
But then I also have Pokemon, which is like maybe
Pokemon's huge.
Yeah.
I believe no, I'm not, and I'm not arguing against that.
I
And
have.
we've got all the WoW expansions.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you pay a subscription for WoW, and WoW is still a paid service. This
Yeah.
whole time it's been paid. So I think even though GTA has been the highest selling, I think, out of this group, I'm pretty sure GTA 5, not even Red Dead has eclipsed GTA 5, right, on units.
What has?
Red Dead. I don't think it eclipsed GTA 5.
No, GTA 5 has. GTA 5 is still the highest selling game on the 360 and the Xbox
And there's
One.
no way to prove it, but I bet WoW has made more money than GTA 5 over the lifespan.
I don't know.
People have been paying subscriptions for well over a decade on WoW.
That thing for me, the WoW is the numbers have been dwindling over the years. That's why I didn't go that route.
Yeah, sure. And
yeah,
that's
looking to the
based on like,
future,
looking
yeah.
at-
That's-
'cause,
yeah,
like
it was
then
like-
the best Final Fantasy game that's ever come out could come out, and then if one of us drafted Half-Life, then Half-Life 3, let's say what happens there.
Yeah.
But all of us stayed away from it because we would have had to make the argument that was based on
Right.
Half-Life 3.
I felt like I
alone.
was buying the license where it is today. Like, so it'd be like, I can't buy this player. I can't go back and get my 5 championships from Kobe. Like, I got to get Kobe where he is right now.
And that might be where World of Warcraft is right now. I
That's
mean, maybe
where-
not Kobe, but like, because Kobe's already out of the league. But
And that doesn't matter as much to me because, like, right next to it is Cyberpunk, which will maybe eclipse everything in
Right.
sales.
ooh, that's.
Oh, I don't think it eclipses everything in sales.
I think you're a little high on Cyberpunk.
I don't know. I don't. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
You're a little
I
too
don't think
high.
Cyberpunk has
I haven't talked to a single gamer that's not excited about that.
Not
a one.
At the same time, though, I would venture to guess. I still don't think it'll sell as much as The Witcher 3.
But how many?
Oh no! I mean, it has way more wide stream appeal. It's gotten way more coverage than The Witcher 3 got.
But how many?
It'll. There are people that aren't even interested in games that will buy Cyberpunk. We're approaching
don't-
like a Rockstar level of hype.
Okay.
I'm
but-
very like I'm sold on that. They've not marketed anything like this before. CD Projekt was not out there with The Witcher like this.
They never had
and
money.
they are out there.
I-
People
but
know about
I
this
think
game.
They know Keanu Reeves.
I think
I mean,
that-
after the Keanu. I mean, in all reality, Keanu was kind of a big thing.
I think that people bought consoles to play GTA. I don't think people will be buying stuff to play Cyberpunk. Like,
Correct.
I feel like
Yeah, sure.
GTA is the one game that a lot of people play. Like, it's like GTA, Madden, FIFA.
Yeah.
And besides the sports
And
games,
none of us, with COD's dwindling numbers, we would have
Our-
put that in there. But
Our
now
friend
none of
Brad
us took
would.
it.
Our friend Brad would not buy Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's true.
He will buy
You would
GTA.
buy GTA. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
That's where, yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
there's hype, but there's not that kind of hype.
like I said before, we got 3 all-star teams here.
Yeah, it really is.
So-
Like, it's kind of hard to.
We should have. Yeah, we probably should have had a 4th and a 5th person, but I have no idea who those people would have been.
Yeah, we could have got
So-
him. We've got the mics, but it's
It's tough to fill the mic.
tough to that's a tough seat to fill. And I'm actually sitting here looking at like, okay, how much money did Warframe make last year? How much money what are the WoW subscription numbers? Trying to figure out those things because
In a brief look,
Mm.
I couldn't really find sales, but I'm confident that I have the highest Metacritic score out of all of our teams.
I wouldn't that wouldn't surprise me.
But again, like if you're comparing it to NBA team, that's based on their past performance, not their future performance. Just throwing that out there as a counter.
Then now we
argument.
have to predict the future,
right, and
Then we
we're
have to
direct.
merit the future.
Right.
We don't. That's the
Well, that
thing.
was
Is
the
we're
idea.
not.
You're
We
supposed to try to
cannot
s-
quantify
yeah.
who wins here. That's
Right.
impossible.
You're
So
supposed to try to like sell it to somebody. We need a neutral fourth party to decide on this. And man, I wish I would have
like for me, it's like FIFA's going to sell every single year, like that it comes out for the rest of its life.
I will also say, looking at mine, I don't have any regrets.
Right.
Like I don't regret a single.
My only regret is that I thought the Disney license was more encompassing.
Because you didn't get Kingdom Hearts, you didn't get Star Wars.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
You can have them.
Okay, I look at him as
I'd still give you those two and still feel like I have a good
No,
chance.
I have Star Wars. He cannot have Star Wars.
that's it's like how Sony still has Spider-Man, even though they have Disney has all of Marvel. That I'm okay with. We can.
Can we do one last thing before
What's that?
This has gone long and I'm tired as hell. But what do you guys surprised that are still out there? I want to know as you look.
Especially out of our group too.
Yeah.
I was shocked Kingdom Hearts wasn't taken by Logan. Like absolutely shocked. That's the biggest one for me.
I played this as I was as the GM at Microsoft. I did not play this as myself.
I think we did a pretty good job depersonalizing this.
Yeah.
Because we all love Metal Gear, but none of us took it because of
where it's at.
There's not going to be
gone.
There's not going to be another Metal Gear game.
Right. We're all on the same page there. We didn't even say it. We didn't even talk about it, but we all didn't pick it for the same reason.
Same thing with Mass Effect. Like, what's that even worth nowadays? You know.
Mm-hmm. The one I thought that one of us would take and be like, I'm rebooting this thing and fixing it is Dead Space.
I thought hard about it, but then I'm like, I think Silent Hill has the better reboot potential.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you slap Silent Hill on a name and it sells more.
Yeah.
Right. I already had my horror game, and so I was looking at Dead Space and Silent Hill a couple times. I was like, oh boy.
Thinking about the team or players I dropped Horizon, Bloodborne, and Uncharted, and I was surprised you guys weren't interested in those in the least.
I thought about picking up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was the one I really thought about picking up. I wasn't interested in the other ones really at all.
I mean,
I was looking hard at
Bloodborne,
I was looking hard at Luigi's Mansion.
Really?
Yeah, but then I already had Mario, so
yeah,
there wasn't any room there.
That got a date, by the way. It's
really?
on Halloween. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Good.
That game looks cool.
Yeah, right?
I'm trying to think. Devil May Cry still on here.
Devil May Cry.
Why is Anthem even on this list? You should have to. That was another one. You should have Anthem should be paying you to be on this list.
If there were like 10 people drafting and then you had to pick Anthem, like that could be interesting to try to spin that.
Yeah.
Was it Isaiah Austin that was drafted by the NBA? Was that his name?
And then he had to retire immediately.
Yeah.
He had to retire immediately. Can I draft an Isaiah Austin before we leave here?
Okay, yeah.
Sony has announced they would like to wait. The Master of Unlocking has decided to announce that they would like to draft Alan Wake because no one wants Alan Wake.
Don't do that to Alan Wake.
Breaking news, Alan Wake has been diagnosed with a life-threatening heart condition. The
only way to save him is Energizer batteries. Branded. I don't even remember if it was Energizer or Duracell.
I love you, Alan Wake.
I liked Alan Wake.
I think it's awesome. That's why I'm glad it's
and it is free now. Alan Wake is when I say free, it is
Game Pass.
No, the license is now free. It's back to who makes those
Remedy?
games? Remedy, yeah. Because Microsoft did have the license for that. So now Alan Wake is free to be in whatever game it would like to be in.
Yeah.
I will almost guarantee that there is I would bet there's a little Easter egg in Control. That comes out soon.
That does come out soon.
August?
Something like that, yeah.
I actually want to play that. By the way, I saw somebody today. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough, but they had a license plate said PSY space OPS. And then I was like, wait a minute. PsyOps is spelled with an I think. But still.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Why would someone have a license plate that said PsyOps?
They're in the psychology department and they're a
operations manager.
Something. Yeah, I don't know.
I was very confused by the whole thing, and I was like, can I pick up that car with my mind?
Oh, such a good song.
Should we maybe end with what we're planning on playing next?
Oh, God. What am I playing next?
What's the next big release?
I think I'm going to...
Wolfenstein?
Yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Is that this month?
End of this month.
End of the month,
like the 28th. Which, by the way, I bought the super version of that game, which comes with a free pass. So Jason and I are going to tag team that game together.
Nice.
It was like $5 more to get like somebody like to be like, hey, I can tag team this with a buddy, and do that. So we're gonna play that game together. Other than that game, I'm probably gonna play next. At least new game wise, I gotta go back to a couple things. Probably Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Oh, right.
That came out, I think, Tuesday this week. So I'm hopeful for that game, but I also think it could probably suck a lot of balls. So I'm gonna just look up the Metacritic on that real quick and to see if it even got one.
Yeah, I haven't
would
seen
like
anything
to
about it.
play at one point in time. I'd like to play my friend Pedro. I think is the only thing out there for me right now that I want to play.
I guess, yeah, the where I was going to bring up, yeah, let's say like you could borrow my Switch, but there's so many. You talked about buying a Switch. There's a lot of new Switches out there. We got the Switch Mini that's coming out at the end of September that is undockable, which is probably not something you'd want.
Not me.
It's not for you. It's for kids. I mean, it makes sense. But they also announced today a new Switch with 40 to 60% more battery life.
Yeah, sure.
But I guess the thing is are they going to close out the old ones at maybe like $250 or something? And does that ring a bell for you versus buying a newer one that's got a little more?
Because it's a console for me. So I was thinking maybe, depending upon how I was going to let you guys kind of brief me on the year in Nintendo. What's the latest date from Nintendo? I feel like there's a game late in the year.
Pokemon. No, there is. Pokemon is November, but there's one more in December, right?
Yeah, I feel like there's a
There
December
is
game.
one that comes out like the first week of December. What is that?
I don't have it written down, so it must be something I'm not interested in. Hang on.
Okay, I was thinking about maybe the fall to look at Switch pricing.
You might be thinking of last year when they released Smash in December.
I still think there is something coming out this
The only thing that's
December.
listed in the December is Life is Strange 2, Episode 5.
Oh, okay. So then I would be able to kind of ask you guys, hey, what Switch gaps do I need to fill? And then fill those accordingly.
Mario, Zelda, Splatoon 2. What else? Is there anything else I have over on that shelf? Because those are the games.
Oh, geez.
But then we got Link's Awakening coming up. We got Pokemon.
Oh, you know what I wanted to actually check out? And I think it's only on Switch. Correct me if I'm wrong. The what's the Zelda game?
Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah. When that's out, right?
That's out already.
That's out.
Yeah, that came out right after E3.
I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be something I play if I pick up a Switch.
And then Luigi's Mansion. Those are probably the big ones.
When's Luigi's Mansion?
October
Halloween.
31st, Halloween.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Our Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 comes out Friday the 19th, so we were 2 days off. So and there are no reviews at this point.
I need to go back to Judgment. I've only played a little tiny bit of that. So that's next on my list. And then there's a new gacha game. It's a phone game by Yoko Taro, who made Nier.
Yeah.
And it's called Sinnoh Alice, and it's out tomorrow. So I'm gonna check that out too.
That could be a sleeper.
Yeah.
You could be bringing the mobile games this year.
Right,
to,
I know,
to
right?
The table.
Well, the gacha games in particular, because that's what Dead or Alive is too, which I won't be bringing to serious discussion.
Oh, come on. Well, we'll see after we do this together.
For whatever reason. He's got it. He's got it as the background even.
Look at that.
It was like this.
It was like this.
Oh, I forgot this is my computer. Damn it.
That's actually...
You just leave it. It's my wife's laptop. She's going to open it up and be like, what is this?
No, there's a better one actually. If I can...
God.
It's the one I have it and I have it equipped. It's it's like Noah Tengu. What's his name?
Jesus, he's talking in tongues. All right.
No. It's a character in those games. You know who this is.
Oh, okay, of course.
Noah
In the Dead or Alive games?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much, give me just Kasumi and I'm done.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm trying to find out. There it is. Oh, well, I can't find the name of it. Anyway, I'll do this off air. This is fine.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll just pull it up on my screen.
This
'cause that'd be easier.
podcast was fine.
Yeah.
All over the place.
All right. Who won? Tell us, all 5 fans of ours.
In the comments.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're seeing this on YouTube. We are like right there at 1,000 subscribers, and I know no one's listening, but if you were listening, I would
If
say
you actually
to you,
stuck around for the draft.
what I would say to you is, I love you. I will send you $5 in the mail. I love you. And also, if we could get 1,000 subscribers, I would maybe consider doing achievement guides again if I knew what our monetization looked like.
Yeah.
And if it is still total dog shit, probably not. But
It's safe to say we would have a lot more content on the YouTube channel if we were
Just
actually monetized.
help us out a little bit. We're like 20 away or something like that. Help
15.
us out. 15.
15.
See, really? See, we're climbing. We're right there.
We're so close.
Come on, help us out, please. Please and thank you. Love you.
Jason will not send you $5 if you actually subscribe to the channel.
I don't know if I will. Well,
All
send
right.
me your mailing address. I'll
If you're,
send you
if you're
$5.
still here after that draft, thank you. And you'll make your own. Bye.
It's fun. Do it. Bye.
Yeah, we had fun. Bye.